Hey everyone. Good afternoon. Good evening. I was going to say good after evening then. Hello. Welcome. Let me just see how the audio is. Alrighty, I think we're good with audio. Let me just quickly... Hey Lady Pegasus, hey Amy, hey Spider Lady. I hope everyone is having a good day or night, wherever in the world you are. It's just after 2 p.m. here in Australia and I've had a busy day. I've had a very busy week actually, and I went to the doctor's today, and so my schedule is a little off today. So I was on a little later tonight. But I hope everyone is doing well. Don't forget to share this out if you can. Let me go and see if I've shared in the Facebook group quickly. So we're going to do a new case tonight. Brand new case, and we'll get started in a minute. Just wait a little bit longer. Give it a couple more minutes to see if anyone else is going to come in. And a big hello to everyone who is watching the replay as well. I know we have lots of replay viewers. So don't forget to say hello in the comments down below when you're watching. Tell me what time you're watching and where you're watching from as well. I'd be interested to hear. Hey Mel Mel. You've been awake for an hour. Oh my gosh. I've been awake since 7 a.m. and it's 2, so I'm actually quite exhausted already. But tomorrow I don't have any plans except for working on a video that I'm hoping to get up on Sunday. On Sunday I have a family outing planned, so I'm thinking about uploading a true crime video then instead. But this case today, I've been looking at it for a couple of days now and decided to cover it, but oh, I just got to change something in my settings. But the thing about this case is that it could be a little triggering for some people. So I just want to put that out there. Is it buffering for anyone, or are we all good? Because it's saying here that it could be. Look at the stream health. It says it's good. You're exhausted after all the housework you've done? Oh no. I haven't done any housework today. I had to go to the shops. Hey Sassmare, how are you? I had to go to the doctors and then to the shops. I bought the cutest little unicorn mug, but the problem is it has an actual like unicorn horn sticking out, and I'm fairly sure I'm going to end up poking my eye out with it at some point. What's the triggering bit? Okay, so the triggering bit about this case is that domestic violence is a factor in this case, and I do have 2 photos that I will be showing that demonstrate domestic violence, and I wanted to give that warning before you guys see them. So I understand it's a bit of a difficult subject matter, but I feel like this case needs to be talked about There's a lot of cases that make it big, and I don't know whether this will because of the situation. So I wanted to give Mary a voice. You've been good. You've been working a lot. Hopefully you get some time off over the holidays. You have your sound on full ball, but hearing you very well. Is the sound low, guys? Are we all good? Let me look at my audio setting. Audio. Looks all right. All right, we might get stuck into this one. So this is Mary Kathleen Haley Scott. Her last name Haley. It's said Haley. It's pronounced Haley, but it looks like Haley to me. But I have clarified that it is Haley. So she went missing on the 16th of. She was last heard of on the 14th, but she went missing on the 16th. She is from Raleigh County, West Virginia, and that's where she was last seen. And when she was last seen, she was driving her car, which, as you can see from her missing poster, is a blue 2020 Kia passenger car with a Virginia temporary registration tag number, and that tag number is URV3345. This case is really interesting. There's some... Oh, you've got to work all week. Oh, that sucks. This case is really interesting because of the factors behind it. So... we have to talk about what happened to her before she went missing. And in order to do that, I need to show you some photos. So please be advised that the next photo that I show you will show some signs of domestic violence. Let me pop that up. So this is a photo that Mary herself took after an incident. Hey, Cookie's mum. After an incident with her husband. Her husband's name is William. They were involved in an argument and a domestic violence situation, as you can see from the photo. Mary actually did take this to the police. He himself, William, is a police officer himself. Let me get the actual article though that the first article I wanted to read. So he was issued Mary filed a protection order on December 9th. And she feared for her life. I'm going to read a quote from what she said from that too. She said to someone, "When I was pulled out of my car by my husband and another man and punched in my face and choked. I was punched over and over in the face and told next time it would be a bullet in my head." She filed a protection order on December 9th, and 2 days later, William, her husband, went into the police station, handed himself in, and according to police, he was fully cooperational. He cooperated with them, and he was released the same day to family and friends. So we know for sure that that incident occurred after he's been released. she was advised to go to a women's shelter because of the domestic violence. And she reached out to people saying that she was in fear of her life and her safety. And she actually reached out to someone who is in a domestic violence support group. And I'm actually going to show you the message. Hey, Miss Justice. The message is... I'm giving you the right... Oh, I don't have it in my computer yet. In my Zoom yet. I'm good, how are you? But the message basically, let me just quickly find it. I haven't put it into OBS yet. Unless I saved it. Oh, I saved it on my phone. How annoying. I want to get you the screenshot before I read the message out so you can see that it's legit. Sorry, guys. We'll go to photos. Okay. Sorry, I'm all discombobulated today. This is a message that she sent to someone else in a domestic violence support group. And it says, "Hi, Chrissy. I'm married to a high-ranking officer. I have already closed my businesses and moved out of my home, but he still has constant track of me. I filed for a protection order and the judge placed a warrant for his arrest last week. He still has not been arrested. He beat me pretty bad when he found me last week." So she's showing everyone that she really does fear for her safety, and she doesn't feel that anything's being done about it, which is pretty awful. So she sent that to the woman who's actually now the admin for the group to find Mary. Do you guys want to see a photo of him? Should I put up a photo of him? Or not? Yeah, she was Mel. This is in West Virginia. Yeah, I'm absolutely still doing the Heidi Prasad case, but I'm not going to beat that case to death. There's other people out there that need help. And it seems like everyone's doing that case, and I think that there's no new information right now, so let's focus on someone else who needs help. I'm not, as you guys know, my channel's not monetized. This isn't about profit for me. This is about helping people. And I mean, if I could certainly do more about Prasad and focus on it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to focus on other people at the same time, just because that's my passion, I suppose. There's a whole bunch of cases I'm working on behind the scenes, actually, that I'll be bringing to you after Christmas, I think. Just because it's probably too hard to bring you a new case next week because everyone's probably really busy as well. So this is a photo of William. I suppose you could say, I don't know if you could say, I mean, they're still married. That's her husband, but she was trying to sort of get away from him. I'm not sure really what to call him. I guess he's still technically a husband, but she was trying to separate from him. Lady Pegasus, I feel exactly the same way. So this is the man. So we know, hey hippie love, how are you? So we know that Mary was involved in a domestic violence incident that has actually been, I think it was a misdemeanor they racked it up to. We've seen evidence now. Hey Kimay, evidence of the photos of her poor face. I have another photo, but I will show you in a minute as we go on. So she's last heard from on the 14th, and she's reported missing on the 16th. Now I do believe she was reported missing by family. So let's have a little read of an article together. Now this is a Fox News article. It's pretty in detailed and good. So let's have a look together. I'll just scale it down for everyone. I've got some videos as well. There hasn't been a whole bunch. There has been a little though, so that's positive. Not quite up in this case. Hippie love, we are just diving in, so you've come at the perfect time because I'm just about to read an article that will explain the case properly. So these go, oh, you can't see that. That is so annoying. Sorry guys. Trying to get the ads out of the way. Okay, so a search is underway for a missing West Virginia mother as bizarre details emerge amid concerns over who was behind a barrage of private messages apparently sent from her Facebook account over the weekend. Mary Kathleen Haley, 32, was reported missing earlier this week. She was last seen sometime before Friday. Hey, Truth the Sleuther. Haley apparently separated from her husband, William Scott, around August, according to family members. However, Scott turned himself into the Wythe County Sheriff's Office on December 11th in response to a warrant issued 2 days earlier, stemming from a Class 1 misdemeanor charge. According to court documents referenced by WOAY-TV, he was released on a personal reconnaissance bond and is due back in court January 7th. Scott claimed to the magistrate that he had not seen his wife in months. In addition, Raleigh County, West Virginia Sheriff Scott Van Meter told Fox News that Haley was indicted by a grand jury for alleged larceny in Smith County, VA. Ooh, where's Virginia? Is that just Virginia? On December 10th, and was wanted there. The sheriff added that Scott has been 100% cooperative from the beginning of the investigation. I'll talk a little bit about that grand larceny in a little moment, but that's another photo of her as well. However, associates of Haley painted a picture of pain in the day leading up to her disappearance. Facebook messages viewed by Fox News allegedly showed that Haley had reached out to a fellow member of a domestic violence support group, Chrissy Mazalim, on Friday at 2:22 p.m. and declared that she had been beaten pretty bad by her strange husband a week earlier. She also sent 2 selfies showing her with black eyes. Chrissy then advised her to go to a domestic violence shelter, and on Friday, okay, that doesn't make sense. And Haley expressed frustration that officials were not taking her abuse allegations seriously. Chrissy told Fox News she grew concerned when she did not hear any more from Haley and got no response to earlier messages on Saturday. So there's that photo again, showing that she had been beaten. According to messages from Hayley's Facebook Messenger, a response came Saturday at 4:32 p.m. stating that she is fine and she is unstable and that she was in bed asleep. She was talking about going swimming, but she can't swim, so I'm not sure. The person writing from Hayley's account told Chrissy, then proclaiming it to be Hayley's best friend, Stephen Vaught. According to the apparent messages, her husband is a great police officer and she received black eyes as she fell down steps, acting crazy, raising Chrissy's suspicions as to who was really on the other end and what was going on. The messages said she was likely to sleep through the following day after Chrissy threatened to send somebody for a welfare check. On Saturday evening, Chrissy asked if she was still married and the response came back that she always will be now. Around 8 p.m. that night, the rambling messages from her account insisted that she fell in the lake and that she tried to kill herself. Rural Retreat Lake, the messages continued. She fell in. Yes, she killed herself. She can't swim. The 90-acre impoundment lake is located in Wythe County, Virginia. When asked why this was not reported, the response came in, I thought she was Kay, and she seemed Kay, she does this. Later, the messages changed, saying the reasoning was, I was scared and I can't talk anymore, Mom, she is okay, and she slipped, I'm sure she's fine. Yeah, it's weird. This is really weird. The ramblings continued from her account, with the person on the other end declaring that I thought I should check her messages and claiming Hayley lied a lot and was telling people things that was private. The individual also expressed being upset that Hayley owned some businesses she wouldn't put my name on. Hayley was said to have owned a local ice cream store and a thrift store but has closed them down in recent weeks. She never made me happy, the messages went on. She was talking to some man. The messages flipped to the person on the other end, claiming to still work for the state police and that they were just sitting here waiting. On Sunday, December 15th, the conversation with Chrissy ended and she said, and there was no further response from the account. Chrissy told Fox News she then reached out to another associate of Hayley's who also communicated with the missing woman's Facebook Messenger on Saturday. Hey, Renee. The messages allegedly coming from her account included, she's at peace, bro. She is where she needs to be. And she fell, I didn't kill her, indicating that her last words were the name of her young daughter. So she does have a daughter, but family have asked that the daughter's not spoken about, and I'm actually going to respect those wishes. Sheila Vaught, the wife of Stephen Vaught, told Fox News that she had known Hayley for around 7 years and that Hayley had been staying with her husband and her for a month. Sheila and Stephen had co-signed on her new car, a blue 2020 Kia with the Virginia registration URV 3345. According to Vaught, Hayley had tried to divorce her husband, but he had refused to sign and Hayley feared for her life. Despite the messages sent to Chrissy on Friday evening and viewed by Fox News stating that she was in Beckley, West Virginia, Vaught claimed Hayley left their Speedwell, Virginia home on Tuesday to drive to the Florida Panhandle for several meetings with bars and restaurants in the hopes of securing work to do their social media and marketing. I spoke to Mary on Friday morning. She sounded fine, Vaught said, noting that Hayley supposedly took several meetings but did not make the last meeting that had been set up for her on Friday evening around the Pensacola area. Vaught noted that Hayley had intended to stay in Florida until December 22nd and live out of her car before driving to Nashville to see a friend. But as of Saturday morning, Vaught underscored she and several other people started receiving odd messages from Hayley's Facebook Messenger on Saturday morning requesting the vehicle identification number of her car. Mary knows where to look for that. She isn't stupid, Vaught observed, adding that her worries over who was on her messenger grew. She's 32, Miss Justice. Vaught claimed bizarre messages kept coming. Actually have those messages, and I'll show you them in a minute. Indicating that Hayley had fallen into a lake and that someone would be delivering her car and her phone. She said she contacted law enforcement on Sunday to say Hayley was missing some 72 hours after their last communication. She also said she and others started receiving the same message from Hayley's account on Monday, proclaiming that she was washing her hair and would call them back later. The account has not read or responded to messages since then, Vaught said. Another member of the Tina Stewart Foundation, who works with Chrissy to support domestic violence victims, Alison Hottinger, told Fox News that several male connections from Hayley's Facebook also received odd messages from her private messenger over the weekend, requesting that they meet up even though they had corresponded directly with Hayley previously. Hayley is described by her family as a 5'7" and 125 pounds with dirty blonde hair and hazel brown eyes. Family members said she could either be in Beckley, West Virginia or in Wythe County, Virginia. We are not going to give up until we find Mary, Libby Dickerson, Hayley's mother, told Fox News. There have been some leads, nothing has panned out. Dickerson said she did not know her daughter's husband very well and said she had no judgment on him. She also pointed out that while she had not spoken to Hayley for several months, her ex-husband, Hayley's father, did so in recent weeks and reported her missing to investigators on Sunday. Dickerson said while her daughter had some problems, she would not elaborate on them. She did say her daughter was not known to disappear for any length of time. She additionally referenced bizarre messages that had come through Hayley's Facebook over the weekend, but said she did not believe them to be from her daughter, noting that whoever used the account could not answer questions that Hayley would have known. She also said she tried to call the messenger. Well, you guys can't see that. Can you? Yes, you can. She also said she tried to call the messenger account to hear Hayley's voice, but the person on the other end only typed. We are just waiting, Dickinson stressed. We just want her home. Then Meter told Fox News on Wednesday morning that the matter was under investigation and that his office learned of some possible sightings but had not yet located anything known to belong to Hayley. He also affirmed that William Scott resigned from the state police around 5 months ago after 25 years of service, before he was hired back in a civilian capacity for motor vehicle inspections. Van Meter emphasised that Scott had been very cooperative in this investigation, but did not respond to Fox News requests for comments. On her Facebook account, Hayley describes herself as fearless. I didn't come this far to come this far, the quote adorning her page read. The Raleigh County Sheriff's Department is seeking anyone with information to call the Sheriff's Office at 304-255-9300. I'll say that again, 304-255-9300. So the whole thing is very confusing and very troubling. And I want to show you those messages. Give me 1 second. So these were messages that were sent. The person who received them has remained anonymous, but it's come from the account of Mary. And I don't believe they're from Mary. So let's wait for them to come up before I start. You're not feeling good? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Kim. I'm not feeling great today either, and I'm very stuttery, so I apologize. Okay, so you have a conversation that's just about to pop up. It says, they will never prove it, buddy. I'm far away and it looks like her phone is in Drug Town. She really should stop doing crack. So the messages in grey are from Mary's account, and I'm going to say that because I don't think they're from Mary. And the blue is from whoever this anonymous source is that has leaked these messages. You're adorable with the troops and stupid. Again now, did you make LT? Lieutenant, I have all the evidence that's needed. You're a piece of shit coward cop. You murdered your wife and you're admitting it in real time. US Marshals will be in your future, but be wise, ass coward. From Mary's account, I was a major until the new administration stepped in, so watch me, wife effer. Again, you stupid murderer, I didn't F your wife. If you killed her for it, then that's on you. And Mary's account replies, I know. I don't care what you do, buddy. I got what you wanted. You're such a sad little man. I pity you. As I turn over all this evidence to prosecution, I'm going to make sure that if she's dead, you're gone. You just keep being a cow. You just keep being a coward and a corrupt piece of shit. You've used taxpayers' dollars to stalk, track, and ultimately kill your wife. You're a coward and not deserving of the honor of being known as a patriot. You're scum. And then Mary's account says, they will never prove it, buddy. And oh no, so they're the other way around. Okay. That one comes first. They didn't have an order, they came in. And then we have two more. So clearly it's not Mary that's using this. This is not Mary. I'm making an assumption, but it sounds like to me that Mary's account is being used by a male and they're gloating over having Mary as if she's property. Oh, these are all the messages are all, they've come in wrong. See if I can fix this. Remember, she was my goddamn wife, so it's proven to me, it's proven that it's husband. You didn't deserve her and you're a coward. She loved me. She loves me and you're a small little man and a murderer. Hey, Spider Lady. She was my goddamn wife, not yours. She's never going to kiss you again now. Good to know. Thanks for admitting it on Messenger. I'll be sure to pass this along to law enforcement. I thought she could swim. Pass it on. Prove it. So, because of these messages, a lot of people are now claiming that they think that she is in a lake. Now, let me double check what the name of the lake. A lake in the rural retreat area. So that's sort of the consensus on social media, and the police have discussed that as well publicly. So, let me show you a couple of videos about this. Wait for the ad.
Well, moving on, new developments.
Oh, there's no ad. How lovely. Delightful. To not actually have ad play. So this is talking a little bit about the fact that Mary was actually wanted. Now, Mary is a victim here, and this is not me victim shaming at all. This is actually just me showing you part of the facts, because some people are saying, oh, she probably is just bailing because she's wanted, but I personally don't believe that at all. You guys can make your own mind up. I'll play this now for you.
In the case of a missing Developments in the case of a missing woman in Raleigh County that could indicate she had a reason to hide. Deputies say Mary Kathleen Haley Scott is not only missing, she's wanted. Family members reported her missing on Monday. She was last seen in Raleigh County. Days before she disappeared, Haley Scott's husband was arrested in Wythe County, Virginia on a domestic violence charge. Haley Scott reported the incident. During the investigation, deputies learned that Haley Scott is wanted out of Smith County, Virginia.
Scott was reported missing around the 15th or 16th by family members here in Raleigh County. We have learned that she is under indictment and is wanted by the Smith County Sheriff's Department in Virginia for grand larceny. So she is under indictment and wanted for criminal charges in Virginia. We're looking as a missing person still.
Today, deputies searched the area for Haley Scott, but as the sun set, they still do not know where she is. Anyone with information is urged to contact Raleigh County Sheriff's Department.
Is your home?
Okay. So she's grand larceny. So I think, isn't grand larceny stealing? Let me just double check. Helps if you, yeah, theft of personal property, having a value above a legally specified amount. But for me, personally, I don't, that's just a part of the investigation and it's a fact here in this case. But I don't think that, I don't think she's hiding because of that at all. I mean, that it's a factor, but for me personally, when I look at her and see the other facts that she, thank you, Wendy, she had not been served with indictment. When I look at the photos of her, when I look at the statements that she's made, when I look at the text messages from her account saying that basically that something bad had happened to her, I don't think she's run because she's wanted. That's separate from this. And I think that for me personally, I don't care what you do in your private life. I don't care if you're doing anything that's untoward. It doesn't warrant you being hurt or being missing or being murdered. And so I'm presenting that fact to you that this is what is being reported on. But to me, she's not like on the run or something. I don't know what you guys think. That's just what that's just my gut feeling. If you look, she was in fear. That's actually a really great point, Hippie. She would have felt safe in jail away from him. Honestly, I don't. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that anyway. But so going back to the theory that she's in the lake, her beautiful sister has, now actually there is one other photo I wanted to show you, but this is another trigger warning because this photo is again a photo of DV. I do believe that this photo wasn't sent from her, it was sent from her account. So as to who sent it, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to give you again a trigger warning that this is a photo of domestic violence in case this is something that you're not comfortable with seeing, but I'm about to pop it up on the screen. But I do believe that it's important to show you. And this is why I think that talking about her being wanted is, in the media, it's a fact, but that's not what should be focused on right now. The photo on the screen is what we should be focused on. The photo of her neck. And I'm keeping it together because I got her. But the photo of her neck. And the photo of her bruises. That's the factor in this case. Concerns me the most. When was this, as into when this all happened or when that photo was sent? Because I can't be 100% sure. Let me just... So this is, I'm just trying to confirm the photo. The photo was posted in a group yesterday. It was posted by Steve. And to just double check, it's Steve Voigt, who she was living with. She was living with Sheila and Steve. Let me just confirm so that I'm giving accurate information. Yeah. So I do believe she was living with Sheila and Steve, and he posted this photo. And so it's hard to look at, and this is what domestic violence is. This is what a lot of missing cases are about, and this is what a lot of media don't cover, and they won't cover it because it's not a pretty case. It's awful and it's complicated and it's hard, and she deserves a voice. And so I felt it was just so important to bring this case to everyone. And I want to do more cases like this because it's just such an epidemic. Domestic violence affects everyone of all ages and races and genders and sexual preferences. Just awful. So moving on from that, her sister Laurie, I have reached out to her, but she's been getting some really brutal messages, and I think she's actually stopped checking her messages. And I get it, but if any of her family and friends see this, I would so love to talk to you, and not to sensationalize this case or anything like that, because I want to know about Mary. I want to know about her as a person. I want to know about her businesses and how successful she was with those. I want to know about her life and what she loves and her passions and her story. So if anyone please don't anyone contact her family or friends. If you are connected to them or you are her family and friends, please email me. I would love to share her story. She deserves a voice right now. So her sister has been her voice on Facebook, and I'm going to show you a video that Mel, great point. They have not found her car. Her car has not been found. So once again, you can see it in the missing persons flyer, but her car is a blue 2020 Kia Rio with temporary Virginia registration URV 3345. So that's important to note. The car has not been found and her phone has not been found. So let's have a little look at what her sister has said. Oh, Renee, that's so annoying. I think maybe because I changed the time so many times. I don't know. It's okay. It's probably best we're having like a little quiet live because I'm really not feeling very good. I'm trying so hard, guys, to be professional, but I'm stuttering a lot and I really do apologize. It's been a really big few days for me, so I'm struggling. But let's carry on because Mary deserves her voice, and let's listen to her her sister. Let me just find the correct window capture. All right, let's have a little listen to what her sister has to say.
Hello, it's me, Lori Beth Haley Ewing, and I'm here at the Rural Retreat Lake, where it was said that my sister, in text messages, Mary Haley was supposed to put. This is the lake that's in question. And I just thought many of you probably need it just to see it. So if anybody's out there and you know where she's at, let us know. Any of us know. It is cold. It's almost Christmas. I don't think none of us feels like having Christmas right now. We just want to find out where she's at. So please, anybody with any information, please contact the Sheriff's Department, FBI, whoever you want to contact, but let one of us know. We just want to bring her home. Any information, nothing is too small, so anybody that has any information needs to contact somebody and let them know if you've seen her. Somebody has had to have seen her since Saturday. Somebody somewhere knows something, and if you do, let somebody know. You don't have to give your name, you don't have to give anything. We're not rich. I'm sure everybody's waiting on a big reward. We're not rich. All we want is her back. So please, anybody with any information, let us know. She's not in this lake. I know it in my heart she's not in this lake. But we don't know where she's at. We just know she's not talked to nobody since Saturday. Nobody has heard her voice. And if you have to let someone know. Anybody, just let us know. It's cold, and if she's out there somewhere, she don't need to be out in the cold. I love you, Mary, and don't you ever forget how much your family does love you. So everybody has been posted wanting to know about the lake. This is y'all's lake. I'm on my way to another sheriff's department. I'm not going to stop until we know something. So whoever knows something, somebody knows something, contact authorities. We love you, Mary. We all love you. Don't forget that.
I'm so sorry the music was on. Was that incredibly distracting? Would you like me to play it again? I just realized. It's so heartbreaking because you can see that raw pain that she's going through. And so to actually go to the lake where people on social media are saying she is, wow. So powerful. And Riley, sending you lots and lots of gentle hugs. I so get it. I feel exactly the same way. But I can play that again if the music was too loud. I really apologize. I completely forgot that the music was on. Let me know if you want me to replay it. So again, I will say that anyone with information on Mary's location, please contact the Raleigh County Sheriff's Office at 304-255-9300. It's so heartbreaking. She's had a lot, Mel. On her profile, she said that, and she's actually shown some of the messages, and people are saying that she's a bad sister because she wasn't she wasn't there for her sister. It's absolutely disgusting, and how dare they do that to her. She is a victim at the moment, and she needs to be supported, and I have reached out and said if there's anything we can do as a community that we will absolutely help, but I don't think she's checking messages at the moment, and I completely understand why. It's just absolutely awful what her family are going through. So let me just double check and see. I think that is the majority of the information. It's a lot to digest, and to go through. The fact that she says, actually, I will read this article. This is from 4 hours ago. This is the latest that I found. Absolutely. You can tell she loves her. And they do that. Wythe County? Investigators don't believe a woman reported missing out of West Virginia is in the area. Wythe County Sheriff's I don't know what Major Anthony Klein said the sheriff's office got a call over the weekend from someone in Texas saying that 32-year-old Mary Kathleen Haley Scott was missing and that they believed she had been thrown into the rural retreat lake. Klein said a search of the area turned up empty and that people in the area told investigators that they had not seen anyone near the lake. Through our investigation, we don't believe at this time she is in rural retreat, Klein said. Sorry, I'm just trying to... My live is playing up. Haley Scott was reported missing December 16th by family members, according to multiple West Virginia news reports. She was last seen in Raleigh County, West Virginia area late last week. Speculation about her estranged husband's involvement in her disappearance arose after reports of a domestic assault surfaced. Oh my gosh, Riley. In a criminal complaint sworn out by Haley Scott on December 9th, seeking a protective order against her husband in Wythe County, she said she pulled over at an undisclosed church to use her cell phone on December 3rd. She was on the phone, she said, when I was pulled out of the car by my husband and another man and punched in my face and choked. She said she told the men as she was running away that the person she was on the phone with knew what was happening. I was punched over and over in the face and told next time it will be a bullet in my head, he wrote. According to a Fox News report, family members said the couple had been separated since August. Haley Scott's husband, 48-year-old William J. Scott, turned himself into the Wythe County 2 days later and was released on his own recognizance. Sorry guys, on a misdemeanor assault and battery of a family member charge. In a bail determination checklist, Scott listed the West Virginia State Police as his place of employment for the last 26 years. Mr. Scott called me from West Virginia yesterday and turned himself in today at the sheriff's office, the magistrate wrote. States he has not seen his ex-wife in months, very cooperative and polite. In every article, they have said that he's cooperative and polite. Does that make him an angel? Really? Because he's cooperative and polite? Scott is scheduled for arraignment January 7th in Wythe County Juvenile and Domestic Relations Court. A Feb 18th court date has also been set. According to area media reports, Raleigh County Sheriff Scott Van Meter said Scott had been cooperative in their investigation into his estranged wife's disappearance. A day after Haley Scott filed the complaint against her husband, she was indicted in Smith County on a grand larceny charge. Haley Scott had not been served on that charge before her disappearance. Because it is an unserved direct indictment, details regarding the charge are not publicly available. Klein said he believes Haley Scott has family in the area. Anyone who may have information on the whereabouts is asked to call the Raleigh County Sheriff's Office at 304-255-9300 or the Wythe County Sheriff's Office at 276-223-6001. So let me have a little look at what Mel is. I'll just do a quick skim of it. So according to crimeonline.com, a friend of Haley's shared a screenshot with Crime Online of Haley's Facebook page showing a post that read, "I'm a whore," dated at just after 6 p.m. on Saturday. The person who sent the screenshot said she did not believe Haley posted the image herself. So that sort of goes with everything else that we've looked at today. Multiple sources said that Haley, who has at least one daughter and appears to have moved around between different counties in Virginia and West Virginia in recent years, had indicated that she was fearful of her husband and had tried to get a divorce, but he would not sign the papers. He would have beat the shit out of her, said Alicia Buck, a distant cousin of Haley's who worked at her retail store in Marion, Virginia last year before Haley closed it. "I've seen bruises." Hey Nicole, how are you? Klein, who is the Wythe County Sheriff Major, has said that through our investigation, we don't believe at this time that Mary is in Rural Retreat, which is the lake. I'm just trying to see where it says Mel about PI. Let me just... Mel wrote. Was there something about her having hired a PI months before? I've not read anything. Was it in that article? I didn't see it. There's another article from dailymail.co.uk that has had contact with family and friends. Let me just skim it. But I think that I've not seen anything unless something's just come out. No, there's nothing. Oh, Truth is Luther, that's a great idea. I'll look into that. there is a Virginia PI working on this. I haven't seen it so far. Does anyone have like a link for information on that? If anyone has any information on this, you are welcome to email me, missbridgetparker@gmail.com. And if you don't want me to say that you were the source, I'll just say that it was anonymous. If you don't want to be involved at all. But if you do have information, you're most welcome to email me about it. So she's working with a Virginia, or are we saying that a Virginia PI is working on the case? Okay, Mel. So I think we need to search him and see if he's said anything. So Jeff Pike, go on a little sleuthing mission. Bye, hippie love. Comes up. Let me have a quick look in Google. Okay, so it took me to a different article. That's weird. It doesn't have that in it. Okay, so Jeff Pike, a private investigator who operates complete surveillance and investigative services in Wytheville, Virginia, told Crime Online that he had heard from Haley several months ago when she called him for a consultation. During that phone conversation, Haley said she was worried her husband was tracking her car and her phone and indicated she was scared of him, Pike said. Pike recommended that she contact a lawyer, but it is not known if she did, and Pike did not have any further contact with her. Wow. That's another key factor as well. But remember, he was polite and cooperative. Like, how ridiculous does that sound now coming out of people's mouths? Oh, but he was polite and cooperative. Like, really? Can be polite and cooperative on the surface for sure. So, as it stands now, they're still looking. I know that the Facebook group, let me give you the link for that. The Facebook group are organizing searches because I'm not sure if the police are doing so. But I'll send you the link. I'll give you guys the link to the Facebook group in case you want to stay updated. And I will actually also update in our Facebook group, which is All Things True Crime. So if you search on Facebook for All Things True Crime, you'll find us there and we'll update information. But here's the group directly in case you want to go and look at the group that is called Missing Where Are You, Mary Haley. And someone's actually created a timeline in the group. which maybe we can have a little look at. We might have a little look at this quickly, and I'll credit the person. The member in the group's name is Cassandra Kelly, and she created a timeline. Let's have a little quick look at this before we close out today. Okay, that goes all the way back to August. Okay, can you guys see that, or do you want me to make that bigger? Might make it bigger. It's even hard for me to read. Timeline of Mary Haley Scott's disappearance as of the 19th of December 2019. August 2019. Approximate time Mary separated from husband William Scott, a former West Virginia state trooper in Rainell, West Virginia. November 2019. Approximate time Mary began staying with Sheila and Stephen Vaught, Speedwell, Virginia. I'll just move it up and down. Stephen Vaught co-signed for a 2020 blue Kia Rio with a temporary Virginia registration of URV 3345. Unknown when this actually occurred. This is an approximation. December 2019. Monday, December 3rd, Mary alleges her husband and another man pulled her out of the car and punched her in the face and choked her. Wythe County, Virginia. December 9th, Mary files criminal complaint about the incident on December 3rd and seeked protective order and private warrant against husband, accusing William Scott of domestic assault, Wythe County, Virginia. Thursday, December 10th, indicted in Smith County, VA, West Virginia. Virginia, on grand larceny charge. Haley Scott had not been served on that charge before her disappearance. Because it is an unserved direct indictment, details regarding her charge are not publicly available. A search of online court records in Smith County found only records showing that Haley was charged with 2 traffic violations in 2019 and paid both fines on both violations. An interesting point to make of this from my observation, it is very interesting that the day after Mary files a criminal complaint against her husband, that she is indicted on grand larceny charge. I'm just going to say that. Tuesday, December 10th, Sheila Vaught claims Mary left their home to drive to the Florida Panhandle for several meetings in hopes to secure work. So she was looking at moving. Wednesday, December 11th, husband William Scott turned himself into sheriff's office in response to warrant issued on December 9th for Class 1 misdemeanor charge and was released on a personal recognizance bond, Wythe County, Virginia. Friday, December 13th, 2:28 p.m., Chrissy was contacted by Mary Haley Scott's Facebook account declaring she had been beaten by her estranged husband a week earlier and sent selfies showing injuries. Friday, December 13th, 2:28 p.m. Mary Haley Scott's Facebook profile posted a comment that said, "This looks bad. I hate my weather. Is beautiful and you have cold, nasty weather." A photo post made by Sheila Vaught. Friday, December 13th morning, Sheila Vaught claimed she spoke with Mary. She had attended several meetings but did not make the last one set up for her for Friday evening in the Pensacola area. Vaught noted Mary was going to stay in Florida and live in her car until December 22nd before driving to Nashville, Tennessee to see a friend. Saturday, December 14th morning, Sheila Vaught states she and others received odd messages from Mary's Facebook Messenger requesting the VIN number of her car. Saturday, December 14th, 4:32 p.m. Chrissy receives Facebook message, a response from Mary Haley Scott's account that said she is fine and she is unstable and that she was in bed asleep. From person responding, the person responding claimed to be Haley's best friend, Stephen Vaught. Saturday, December 14th, approximately 8 p.m, rambling messages received from Mary's Facebook Messenger account stating she fell in the lake and that she tried to kill herself. The lake referenced is Rural Retreat Lake in Wythe County, Virginia. Saturday, December 14th, 8:44 p.m, Chrissy calls 911 and Wythe County Police to report Mary missing. Sunday, December 15th, the messages from Mary's Facebook Messenger ceased, according to Chrissy. Sunday, December 15th, Sheila Vaught claims to have called Wythe County, Virginia Police to report Mary missing. Monday, December 16th, Sheila Vaught claims she and others received a message from Mary's Facebook Messenger stating she was washing her hair and she will call them back later. Sheila Vaught claims all Facebook Messenger activity has ceased since this date. Tuesday, December 17th. Monday, December 16th, Mary Haley Scott's family members reported her missing to the Raleigh County Sheriff's Office. Tuesday, December 17th, news outlets begin to share that Mary Haley Scott is missing. Thursday, December 18th, Wythe County, Virginia Sheriff's Office released statement they do not believe Mary is in Rural Retreat, Virginia area, and they have searched the Rural Retreat Lake area. It's been reported a ping was obtained from Mary's cell phone in Buckley, West Virginia. Claims have been made a man was seen driving her car. The date time of the ping has not been reported, but it is believed to be later in the week, around the time she contacted Chrissy via Facebook for help. Mary's car has not been found. And then the upcoming date, January 2020, Tuesday, January 7th, is husband William Scott's arraignment date, Wythe County, Virginia. So that's sort of the timeline that we're looking at the moment for this case. But if anyone has any information on Mary's location or what happened, please contact Raleigh County Sheriff's Office at 304-255-9300. And if you have any information to share with me, you are welcome to email me at missbridgetparker@gmail.com. You can find my email in the chat, and you can also find it in the description down below. Let me just put the command up so that you can see my email address, and obviously you can remain anonymous if you want to as well. But that's the latest on the information that we do know. If anything else does come to light in the case, I will absolutely update you on it. And I also recommend joining our Facebook group, because we update that almost hourly with true crime and missing person case information as well. I sadly agree, Mel. I hope that she's okay and that she's safe and she's just escaping for her safety. And I hope that she's okay, but I'm deeply concerned for her. And once again, if her family or friends want to talk, and if we can offer any assistance to them at all, please feel free to email me, because our passion here is to help victims. Yeah, if we can help, we're here. We're absolutely here for you. In regards to my next stream, how long has she been missing? She's been missing since December 14th. So that was last Saturday. So it'll be a week tomorrow for me. So I hope she's okay, but I'm very concerned for her safety. It's just heartbreaking, and especially when you see those photos of her neck and her face, it's just absolutely awful. She seems like a lovely, amazing, successful woman. She had her own 2 businesses. It's amazing. So we are praying and hoping for the best. So in regards to my next stream, it's on Sunday in Australia, Saturday in America, and I'll actually be at a family event, I think. So I most likely won't be going live. I'll let you guys know in my community post that day. But if I'm not live, I'll be popping up a video that I've been meaning to pop up for a while. It is my first true crime spotlight in a while. It is on the bucket list killer. So that will be interesting. It's an Australian case. It's very, very bizarre and very tragic, as they all are. So that will be up in the next 48 hours. Tomorrow I will be resting. I have had a very big week myself personally, and it is very, very hot here right now. So I'm actually going to end the stream now and go and sit down in the bunny room where the air conditioner is amazing and cool. So thank you so much everyone for joining. If you have any information, don't forget to pass it along. If you have any information about Mary though, make sure you pass it along to law enforcement, and I will see you guys next time on my channel. Please take care, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye guys.